tena mami, ujenge koti mpya kisimani. Oh Koome mami, nakushukuru siku zote, naomba tena mami, ujenge koti mpya kisimani.
That we treat everybody with dignity. If you want us to stop wearing those robes we wear and wear this uniform, we are ready to do that. If you feel more comfortable for us appearing like this, I have no problem. I can see the lawyers appreciating that. But let me really appreciate and recognize all of you today, all of you present here. You all are very important stakeholders for us in the judiciary, in the administration of justice, because like all the speakers have said, justice is a lived reality. Something that people have to know their rights, and they have to protect their rights, and they do so by resolving their disputes themselves. That committee that worked very hard to come up with the policy and to come up with the county action plan for Gusii, for the working with the county to come up with the NJS suite and the NJS registries, which we are going to operate in Gusii, Ogembo, and the Tago law courts. All that is happening in one day. Makofi kwa Professor and the steering committee. It reaffirms our constitutional commitment to ensure that justice reaches every Kenyan through pathways that respond to their lived realities. And those of us who went to the suite, to the ukumbi, we were explained the various pathways. Justice is not only found in the courtroom, it's found in our families, in our communities, in our marketplace where we work. And this is really a constitutional imperative that has transformed our understanding of justice by requiring courts to promote alternative forms of dispute resolutions and that are consistent with our constitutional values. Through the trainings of our NJS practitioners, we were told also the boundaries of the cases that can come to our NJS system, because research was done here when they were working on the county action plans, and it emerged that the major problems in Gusii are to do with succession. I cannot understand why a brother would take another brother to court, a sister, a brother, they are even taking their parents to court. We were told some cannot even wait for their fathers to die in dignity. They inherit, but they are hurriedly taking them to court to give them what is due to them. Cases that our practitioners are going to help us resolve. Land disputes also remain the dominant source of conflict within the county, and we were told it's not just land, there will be other criminal offenses that arise from the boundary disputes. So we really intend to make this a county of harmony, because we were told the reason why these problems are escalating to court is because people stopped talking to each other a long time ago. So we are going to embrace the culture of dialogue, and our practitioners are the ones who are going to help us with that dialogue, something we are taught in our religion, in our churches, or in our mosque, that when we talk to each other, we build relationships. In the judiciary, when we resolve disputes according to the law, we don't build relationships. We determine the law, but then people have to continue living with each other, facing each other, and we are creating generations of enemies. Therefore, this AJS, the Alternative Justice System, confirms that community-based dispute resolution mechanisms build trust among ourselves and also legitimacy, because I've been to many places. We were in Embu the other day, where we were joined by 22 African countries. Chief Justices came from 22 African countries to understand our AJS model. Which impressed them is that when the colonialists left us with the common law, declaring our traditional ways of resolving disputes repugnant to law and morality, we did not ask ourselves which morality and which law when elders sit and resolve disputes. They do not trust our system is because some cases, especially sexual gender-based violence, would be compromised. So our AJS practitioners and our communities, our leaders, all the pathways, we have agreed under our constitution and our law, cases involving sexual gender-based violence are crimes, serious criminal cases that affect the dignity of the victim, that are crimes against humanity, even under international law. So there are no go zone for the AJS for any mediation that cannot be taken to our AJS practitioners. They cannot be taken to the elders, to the chiefs or religious leaders, or even be kept within the family structures. Those are the cases that should come to court for the victims to go through justice, for the perpetrators also to go through justice so that they can know the wrong they have done and justice can be done to them. All the work we have done here to come up with policy show that our justice challenges are not abstract. They have a beginning somewhere. All the problems we have in our society, they arise from our unique history, geography, culture, socio-economic realities, and we took into account all that. And what I would urge my colleagues, my people today to do, is to say, like crimes of passion, like sexual gender-based violence, we can commit and say, the Wabakasi, our people, are people of respect. They respect one another. We respect our children, isn't it? Yes. So there will be no cases of defilement. Can we protect our children? So that in these courts, I don't see children coming day in, day out to give evidence because they were victims of defilement. They are not going to school. Can we have respect, even among ourselves, men and women? We also respect our children, boy children, because they are also. So we have looked into all that, and our elders are well trained, that the action plan for Gusii presents a very distinctive justice ecology that is shaped by the history of the Gusii people, of land adjudication. It is also informed by high population density, shrinking ancestral land holdings. As the county action plan correctly observes, historical land alienation, rapid population growth, and extreme land fragmentation have generated recurring disputes over inheritance and succession, putting a lot of pressure, Your Excellency the Governor, on both community institutions and also the formal courts. It follows that localized. What we learned from the study is that a one-size-fits-all model cannot adequately respond to the diversity of the justice needs across our counties. When we started this exercise, I was asking the National Steering Committee whether, after doing about 10 counties, whether we cannot launch AJS for the 47 counties. But I was counting as unique problems, and we have to train the practitioners on the fair trial processes when they sit as a tribunal or a elders court. They have to mind about inclusivity. That is why we see women, men, the youth, persons with who are differently abled. They are all members of the community. They also have to hear everybody and make notes and make a determination which is signed by everybody. Institution that we treat everybody with dignity. If you want us to stop wearing those robes we wear and wear this uniform, we are ready to do that. If you feel more comfortable for us appearing like this, I have no problem. I can see the lawyers appreciating that. But let me really appreciate and recognize all of you today, all of you present here. You all are very important stakeholders for us in the judiciary, in the administration of justice, because like all the speakers have said, justice is a lived reality. Something that people have to know their rights, and they have to protect their rights, and they do so by resolving their disputes themselves.
In a minute, my lady would like now to have the county action plan so that we will have the photo.